Welcome back, student, to part 4 of section 11.9. We are still finding the Maclaurin series for some famous function. Today we will discuss the binomial series. And what is the binomial series? It's a series of this form: 1 plus x to a power of any number. We have seen something similar to this one from the geometric series. Do you remember this one? It is the same as 1 plus negative x to the negative 1. So they are of the same kind. So what we have seen before was just a special case of what we will see today. So today we will do it in general for any power, and it should be 1 plus x. And if it's not 1 plus x, we know how to make it 1 plus something. Now, what is the binomial series? It's in the sigma notation, starting from 0 to infinity, x to the n, and here something like this, which is k choose n. This is, we call it k choose n, or it's the combination between k and n. I will tell you how you find this number in a minute. But if we do the expanded form, this should be k0 plus k1 x plus k2 x squared plus k3 x3, and so on. So we can notice that the power of x is the same as the number down here, and this k is already fixed for all of them. Let me tell you how we find this in k, but before I tell you how do we find in k, I just write it down here. How you find it. Kn, sorry. What is it equal to? Let us do some examples. I think through the examples we will know. Let me choose a number, maybe 3 with 2. How do you find if it's a 3 and 2? All what you need to do is, first of all, you need to put for me 2 factorial here. Now you have to start with 3, and then you subtract 1 out of 3. So it will be 3 times 2, and then you stop. Why do you stop? Because you need only 2 terms, because this is 2. Okay, now if this is 1, you will need only 1 term. If this is a 3, you will need 3 terms. You just subtract 1 and then 1, 2, 3, because we have 3 terms here. Now in this case we will need only 2 terms, so it will be 3 times 2, and this will be 6 over 2, which is just 3. Now, let me do another one. 9 choose 4. Same thing. Here we have 4 factorial, and here you need 4 terms, starting from 9 and go down. So 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. Whatever the number is, do it in your calculator, and that's the answer. Now let me do maybe 1 over 2 choose 5. Same thing, over 5 factorial, and here how many brackets do you need to multiply? 5 brackets, starting from half and then take 1 out of half, so it would be negative half, negative 3 over 2, and take minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, so minus 5 over 2, minus 7 over 2. Whatever the number is, that what you write it down. Simple and easy. And so in general, what we have here is the following. First of all, in the denominator, we have n factorial. In the top, we start with k, and then we just take 1. K minus 1, k minus 2, k minus 3, and so on. How many of them we have in the top? How many brackets? Should be the same as the number of n. So the last one will be n minus k plus 1, because it is, sorry, k minus n plus 1. because all of them is, look here, 0, 1, 2, 3 to n minus 1. Give me n terms. So that's exactly what we have. Let us go and see that in action. Oh, of course, if we have k with 0, by default, this is 1. Let's see this question. How do I know if it's a binomial series? It should be something to the power 1 over 4. It should be 1 plus negative x. And now, if we apply the power series, it should be 1 over 4, 0, plus 1 over 4, 1, and then something to the power of 1, plus 1 over 4, 2, and then something to the power of 2, plus 1 over 4, 3, something to the power of 3, and so on. How do we fill this bracket? We just write negative x, negative x, negative x. Now what we need to do is we need to find those numbers and subtract them there. So that's what we'll do next. So let me just do them here. I don't know. Maybe here is a good way. 1 over 4, 0. We said this is by default 1. 1 over 4, 1. This means I have 1 factorial, and here I have to multiply 1 over 4 only one time. So the answer will be 1 over 4. Now 1 over 4, 2. This means 2 factorial, and here I have to multiply 2 things. Starting with 1 over 4, and then taking 1 out of 1 over 4. Which means 2 factorial, it means 1 over 4. If we take 1 out of 1 over 4, it is negative 3 over 4. If we multiply them, all in all, using your calculator, this is 3, 16 with 2, 32. And the last is 1 over 4, 3, which means we multiply 3 things. 1 over 4, negative 3 over 4, and then if we take 1, this is 7 over 4. So here 6, and then 64, and then this is 21. We take those numbers and we plug them here. So this is 1 plus or minus 1 over 4x, and then this one will be negative 3 over 2, 32 x squared, and this will be negative 21 over 6 times 64 x cubed, and so on. And that's what we need to do here in the binomial series. Very easy, very simple. You just need to find those using the calculator in the right way. I'm sure this is even easier. This is just 3 over 4, 0, plus 3 over 4, 1x, plus 3 over 4, 2x squared. Usually we do 4 or 5 terms. That's enough for us. Now the first one is 1. The second one, if we calculate it, this is a 3 over 4x. This one, if we calculate it, it's a 3 over 4 with negative 1 over 4. So it will be negative 3 over 8. 32, sorry. 32 x squared, and so on. And that's exactly how we find the binomial series. In the last part of this section, we will find integration, limits, numbers using series, which will be the last part of this course. Thank you for watching.